this motherfucker out.
Hey guys, PokeZonne101 here again, and I have a Wi-Fi battle against Bestow5000, and he's just an amazing battler. He was asking for battles on Skype Standard, and I said that I'd battle, and so here it is. It's just skipped a little bit, but I lead off with my Ambipom, and he leads off with his Infernape, probably the same, not the same set, but similar sets with the Fake Out, and he told me that my Ambipom was a really big threat to his team. And so I just fake out on the incoming Pokemon because he definitely wants to switch out. And it happens to be a Swampert. And so I just U-turn out to get damage on and to get the switch advantage. And that works out pretty well because the Swampert is probably going to go for the Scald, which it indeed does. And I send in my Ferrothorn to take that. And if I did burn, I'd rather have that burn than my Ambipom, which is pretty good. So he's definitely going to want to switch because my stab is 4 times effective. And so, knowing that he's definitely going to want to switch, I set up my rocks. And probably predicting the switch, his Virizion goes for the Swords Dance. But I just Gyro Ball knowing that it's going to do a pretty good chunk, considering that it is a Ferrothorn. And he just Sacred Swords. I thought that that was a special move, but I guess it's not. It's physical. And I know that it's physical because he gets Iron Barbs and my Rocky Helmet damage, which it's a good trade-off because if I do get hit with the physical move, it does a lot of damage to the other opponent. And I just, yeah, take that out with the Fake Out because Ambipom is pro and I love Ambipom. So yeah, he sends his Swampert back in, and definitely going to want to go for the Scald again, so I send in my special attacking, Porygon 2, and he traces the Torrent, which it's actually not really that good, because if I'm at low health, my Water-type moves do more damage, but I don't have any Water-type moves, so there's nothing to do more damage. But it's better than Trace doing nothing. So probably predicting me not able to do anything. He sets up the Stealth Rocks, but another Tri-Attack would definitely take him out. So I predicted this switch, but I wanted to see if I could get like Parahacks or Burn, and I do get the Parahacks, I believe so, yes. So then I'm able to outspeed and hit him with his Psychic for super effective damage, but he barely lives with like, I think he might have said 3 HP, I don't really remember. But, a close combat's going to take me out, but it's going to be a double down because he is a Life Orb set, which is also a good trade-off because it's one of his physical attackers for one of my walls that really wasn't going to be good against his team anyway. So I send in my lead because that's what you usually do in a situation when it's double down. So I just fake out the Thunderous, and he flinches because that's what Fake Out does, and that Fake Out did a pretty hefty chunk. I didn't want to switch out because all of my Pokemon would not benefit from a Thunder Wave, and I thought that I would outspeed somehow, but I guess I didn't. And I do get the Parahacks, I believe, so yeah, and then he just kills me off with a Thunderbolt, which is unfortunate, but I'd rather not have something else be switched in. But I could have switched my Donphan in, but I guess I didn't really predict that. And so he thought that he was going to sweep, but that's not the case, because I just Ice Shard and take that thing out, which is pretty good because I do not like, not Landorus, Thundurus. I do not like Thundurus. Nobody does, and it should be Uber. But he sends in his Swampert, and so yeah, I send my, what's it called, Escavalier to take the Scald fairly well, but I do unfortunately get the burn. And that will make my attack probably go, I think it's like 202 now, somewhere along that line. And so yeah, he just kills me off with another Scald. Because my, oh no, that doesn't kill. But my Mega Horn, that just did pitiful damage. I'm sorry, that was horrible. Like, that was unbearable to watch, but whatever. That's the game for you. Hacks is hacks, and that's what you get for running sets like that. So yeah. Wait, what did I just say? That made no sense, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I send in my Heatran knowing that I could just kill it off with a Dragon Pulse, which I think it's what I go for. Yeah, I go for the Dragon Pulse. Probably gonna kill. Definitely gonna kill. Kills. And then he sends in his Infernape. I wanted to stay in, but I knew that the close combat was coming, so I switched out and sent my Donphan in, kind of for fodder and to get the special defense and defense lowered on that thing. So yeah, I do take that fairly well, considering that it's a, what's it called, an Infernape. And so I know that I cannot get damage on him unless I go for the Ice Shard. So that's exactly what I do. I get very minuscule damage, but damage is damage, and that's okay with me. So I just let him kill me off, and so I send in my last poke, which is Crusher, which is my Heatran. And for some reason, I don't know why, he just switches out. So I think he could have taken me out with a close combat. Might have just wanted to make the game longer. But I do go for the Earth Power, which he switches the Latios in on. That's unfortunate, because it does not affect him. And he goes for the Thunderbolt, I believe. And I just Dragon Pulse, which does a lot of damage, considering that it's unstab. And coming from a Heatran onto a Latios. So that's a great game. Your link will be in the description. I'd love to battle you again. And that's bye-bye.